Salman Rushdie, Midnight's Children. Dive into the intricate tapestry of Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children, a novel weaving together personal and national narratives amid the backdrop of India's tumultuous journey to independence. As readers delve into this summary, they will journey alongside Saleem Sinai, the narrator whose life intertwines with the newly fractured Indian subcontinent. Through quirky characters, vivid storytelling, and historical allegories, Rushdie explores deep themes of identity, memory, and destiny. Expect to uncover how Saleem's personal odyssey mirrors India's post-colonial struggles and aspirations, showcasing the power of storytelling to capture the multitude of voices and experiences that shape a nation. This summary distills the essence of Rushdie's vibrant, yet chaotic world where magical realism meets historical fiction, leaving participants enthralled with its depth and richness.
A Tale of Identity. Saleem Sinai, our storyteller, embarks on a grand narrative that intertwines his personal journey with the history of India, a nation bursting into independence with 600 million people. The story launches in 1915, a time when India and its neighbors, Pakistan and Bangladesh, were yet unborn, still cradled within the British Empire. Our first introduction is to a significant character, Adam Assize, a doctor returning to his cherished Kashmir after studying in Germany. Under the magnificent expanse of snow-capped mountains, he unfurls his prayer rug, only to suffer an accident that alters his faith forever. The injury to his nose is a symbol we'll see resonate through generations. Fast forward to August 14, 1947. We arrive in bustling Bombay, an emblem of India's connection to the wider world. Here, Ahmed Sinai and his wife Amina, daughter of Adam Assize, eagerly await their child's birth amidst the fervor of impending independence from British rule. As midnight approaches, India is set to become a free nation, and symbolically, it's at this moment that their son is born. In the next room, another boy arrives simultaneously. These are the initial stars in the galaxy of Midnight's Children, 1001 infants born in the inaugural hour of India's liberty. Destiny lays out contrasting paths for the two newborns, one to a life of scarcity as a beggar's son, and the other to privilege as a landowner's child. Yet, defying fate, a disillusioned nurse swaps these newborns. The beggar's son assumes the identity of Saleem, taking his place in the affluent Sinai family, while the rightful Sinai heir is given the name Shiva and thrust into a life of struggle. The deception remains veiled for years, with Saleem's family commenting on how the baby, sporting an iconic cucumber-like nose, mirrors his grandfather, Adam Assize. Within this complex narrative, errors abound. Saleem's recounting includes missteps like the wrong date for Mahatma Gandhi's assassination or imprecise bus routes in Bombay. These are intentional, crafted by Salman Rushdie to question the reliability of memory and history. As Rushdie articulated in a 1983 essay, both memory and historical accounts are ambiguous, reflecting an overlap where facts often twist through lenses of bias and misunderstanding. Saleem is engaged in constructing his recollections, knowing full well that many memories are unreliable. The story of his grandfather's pronounced nose serves as a prelude to an exploration of mistaken identity, signaling to readers that the tale they're about to encounter should perhaps be approached with a hint of skepticism. Thus, Rushdie invites us to question the narratives we inherit, challenging us to discern the fine line between perception and reality. This blend of personal and national history is a powerful commentary on how identities are shaped, and often misconstructed, by the stories we choose to tell. Echoes of a Nation. Picture Saleem, surrounded by the sharp, aromatic fragrances of chutneys lingering in a room above a bustling pickle factory. Saleem feels the weight of impending death, convinced his body is succumbing to time. His only confidant is Padma, a factory worker who cares for him, cooking, nursing, loving him, and, most importantly, listening to his tales. Padma, however, grows impatient with his lengthy narration, urging him to hasten his tale before it's too late. Saleem acknowledges her frustration and draws an analogy to storytelling, likening it to making chutney where flavors intermingle and stories blur. He agrees to minimize his tangents and jump to what truly matters. Bound to the fate of India right from his birth, Saleem recalls the letter from India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. The letter proclaimed him as a mirror to the nation, an expectation that loomed heavily over him. Saleem's early years were marked by personal failures and family hardships. In 1958, his father struggled with frozen assets, a subtle nudge for Muslims to relocate to Pakistan, while his mother sank into despair, and his sister Jamila caused trouble with her fiery pranks. Hidden in a laundry chest, Saleem bore witness to these trials, inadvertently discovering an unusual gift through a moment of familial drama involving his mother. After a forceful slap impacted his hearing, Saleem began hearing the inner voices of those around him. Initially mistaking these for divine messages, he soon realized these were the thoughts of Bombay's citizens. Harnessing this ability, he could delve into the musings of any one of India's vast 600 million people. Despite the potential of his gift, Saleem grappled with how best to use it beyond mere gossip and academic advantage. Saleem finds parallels in literature. Much like Scheherazade of 1001 Nights, who postponed her demise with stories, Saleem feels urgency in narrating his life to capture its essence before it's too late. While acknowledging the risk of his fading memories leading to flawed accuracy, he embraces these fragments for their value in revealing overlooked truths. Saleem's tale unfolds against a backdrop of historical strife. When Salman Rushdie crafted this narrative in the mid-1970s, India's emergency, declared by Indira Gandhi, cast a shadow over the nation. Suppressing dissent, the government dictated a narrow vision of India's future. This authoritarian shift posed a risk to the very essence of India, its rich tapestry woven from diverse traditions, voices, and perspectives. Saleem's narrative seeks to embody this multiplicity, mirroring Rushdie's intent to portray India in its full, vibrant complexity, and sometimes conflicting, diversity. Midnight's Paradox. In the miraculous hour of India's birth, exactly at the stroke of midnight, 1,001 children emerged into a new nation. Gifted with remarkable powers, their abilities seemed intertwined with the gravity of the moment they appeared in the world. Among them was a young boy who could pass through mirrors and a girl whose words could cut like a blade. Another child bore gills like a fish, while a girl sported a luxuriant beard flowing down her legs. Yet, the true potency of their abilities was tied to their moment of birth, with the most extraordinary talents bestowed upon those born precisely at midnight. Two such children stood out, Saleem, a mind reader, and Shiva, embodying the destructive essence of his legendary namesake from Hindu mythology. Saleem's tale begins as he unravels the telepathic threads binding these mystical children. By age 12, in 1960, he had mastered telepathic communication, paving the way for the creation of the Midnight Children's Conference, MCC. This assembly was intended to unite the 581 surviving children to channel their powers for the betterment of India. Saleem envisioned the MCC as a democratic venture, where collective effort could heal and uplift the newly independent country. However, Shiva, with his hardened perspective, countered Saleem's idealism. Having endured a harsher reality, Shiva questioned the very essence of altruism, dismissing democratic dreams as the folly of privileged optimists or naive enthusiasts. Rejecting the notion of serving others, Shiva argued that any real gain should be para-focused, inwardly serving their own interests. This fundamental difference in philosophy stymied the MCC, transforming it into a stagnant institution. What was meant to be a beacon of progress gradually withered into a forgotten conclave as members drifted away, disillusioned by its lack of purpose. For Saleem, the dissolution of the MCC in 1963 mirrored the waning hopes of his generation. Once vibrant with the promise of a new era, India seemed mired in disappointments. Despite economic strides, poverty and inequality remained ubiquitous, driving many to question the effectiveness of their democratic system. Political disillusionment deepened as corruption surfaced, with Shiva himself implicated as one of the strongmen intimidating voters during the controversial 1962 elections. Saleem, whose fate seemed inextricably linked with his homeland, found himself questioning his identity and purpose. The clash between Saleem and Shiva transcended their personal ideologies, reflecting broader tensions within India, a struggle between selflessness and self-interest, between visions of collective growth and individual gain. Their divided paths embody the challenges facing a nation striving for unity amidst growing discontent. Through Saleem's eyes, the story captures the essence of a nation's journey, not only its glory but also its trials, as it grapples with its ideals and realities, endeavoring to carve out its future in the shadow of its promise. Echoes of history. In the turbulent backdrop of 1970, Saleem's journey reaches a pivotal moment amid the chaos of a looming war. The story picks up in 1963, when Saleem's father faces financial ruin, forcing the family to relocate to Pakistan. There, Saleem undergoes a personal transformation following a sinus surgery that strips him of his telepathic abilities but grants him a powerful new sense, the ability to detect psychological and moral odors. Unsure of how to wield this unusual gift, Saleem joins the army, eager for guidance and purpose. He quickly finds himself stationed in Quetta, tasked with a unique mission in the K-9 unit. Deployed to Bangladesh during its tumultuous fight for independence, Saleem's mission is to track Sheikh Mujib, leader of the Awami League. Alongside a small team, he embarks on a relentless pursuit through the dense mangrove forests, grappling with the elements and dangerous wildlife for months. Despite these challenges, the pursuit culminates in exhaustion and disillusionment, as the horrors of war lay bare on the path to Dhaka. Saleem witnesses villages emptied by slaughter, hears first-hand accounts of brutalities, and learns of the masses fleeing to India. On December 3, 1971, amid the chaos, news arrives of India's military intervention, led by a formidable commander. The stark reality of war unfolds as Pakistani forces capitulate. However, Saleem's fate takes an unexpected twist. Recognized by Parvati, a witch and fellow member of the Midnight Children's Conference, MCC, he is whisked away to safety in Delhi via a magical escape. Despite the close call, danger looms as Shiva, a powerful and influential figure, is bent on uncovering Saleem's true lineage. Now a decorated war hero, Shiva holds sway over India's Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi, who governs with an iron grip. As paranoia grips Gandhi, she targets the magician's ghetto, a strategy orchestrated by Shiva himself to trap Saleem. By 1975, Gandhi's reign of fear culminates in the imposition of a state of emergency. Viewing threats everywhere, she dismantles institutions and clubs, but reserves her true ire for the enigma of the MCC. When Shiva claims to have captured its leader, Gandhi demands Saleem's torture, seeking to dismantle the organization's influence by sterilizing its members, a move that strips them of their innate powers. Saleem, eventually released, finds solace in the familiar, fragrant memories of his past. He reconnects with Padma at a pickle factory, where their bond blossoms. Padma, with patience and love, offers Saleem a sanctuary where he can recount his stories, engaging with the past in a personal and poignant manner. The atrocities in Bangladesh that Saleem witnessed defy comprehension, challenging him to articulate their enormity. To him, such vast numbers reduce human life to mere statistics, stripping them of their humanity. For Saleem, and by extension, Rushdie, storytelling provides warmth and vibrancy to history, transforming cold facts into living memories. This act of narrating the past ensures that individuality and diversity are not lost to the impersonal abyss of numerical records. It is through the power of stories that democracies thrive, nourishing their essence with empathy and shared humanity.
Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children serves as a powerful reflection on memory, identity, and history, encapsulated through the life of Saleem Sinai. As the narrative unfolds, readers are prompted to ponder the fluid nature of facts and the subjective layers of personal and national stories. Saleem's life, marked by exchanged identities and telepathic gifts, acts as a metaphor for the fractured yet resilient spirit of India. The collapse of the Midnight Children's Conference and its allegorical ties to India's democratic challenges underline themes of optimism juxtaposed with disillusionment. By wrapping up this epic tale, Rushdie reaffirms the significance of storytelling in celebrating diversity and plurality, emphasizing that in a vibrant democracy, every voice holds power. Ultimately, Midnight's Children stands as a testament to history's complexities and the enduring spirit of resilience and hope.